Things of that nature, and you owe it to yourself. Oh.
Welcome back, everybody. Sports Talk Wednesdays live with D and the Doc on things of that
Yo,
nature. What's up, everybody? What's good, D? On location, I see you.
man, I'm out here hard at work.
That's what we like to call it. Definitely, man. For sure, for
Yeah,
sure. Well, you know what today is, man. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Just jump right in. But before we do that, real quick, we just want y'all to know every Wednesdays live at 1 p.m. Saying come tap in with things of that nature. It's one of our segments, Sports Talk Wednesdays. When you get all the, saying, what's going on, the hoopla, hoopla, blah, 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 all of that good stuff, man. And we can chop it up about that. Always, it's a link in the comments. Go ahead, tap that link if you want to come live, drop what you got to say, and join the show. So we'll go ahead and hear you knocking at the back door. Go ahead and bring you in as soon as we can. So tap that link.
yes, sir.
Also, don't forget, man, you always want to go ahead and subscribe to get all the latest and updates and the greatest. So subscribe. Saying we like to hear your comments. We also like to hear ideas. So drop us some information on what you guys want to hear, because everything right now that we got going on is, the D and the Doc. It's our ideas, it's our brainchild, but we definitely like to hear others. So come join us. Come join us. All right. So let's go ahead, and I like to get started with basketball, man. Right off the top, I'm gonna say this because the big hoopla is always the Lakers, the Lakers, the Lakers. And since I know you a Laker fan, man, I gotta ask you. I know you gotta be sick of this shit, man. With this dude who's holding y'all hostage. His name is LeBron James. He is holding y'all hostage, man. What do you feel about that?
Man, you need to go. I,
Time to go.
you need to go. Like you're not helping the franchise.
Right.
You're not. You ain't winning. we definitely ain't getting through the playoffs well. Nothing, man. We're not doing anything that the franchise is known for doing.
Right.
And the only root of the problem is him. I hate, and I don't hate to say it. It's fact. It's him.
Right. Right.
He's a big problem. He's a cancer everywhere he goes. He's always been that way. You know what I mean? He only care about, stats and shit, and stats don't bring titles to the house. They don't put
Right.
banners in the, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
that, man, dude, it needs to go, bro. You just gotta go. Hit the road, Jack. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well, see, a
Just be,
lot of people, these Lebron jock sniffers and all of that good stuff, man, that advocate for him. What they don't realize is what I mean by holding them hostage, bro, or your team hostage, is because he just went ahead and opted in and took the 52 or 53 million dollars. Let's round it up, right? 53 million for this next season. You know
for
how
what?
far that could have went into bettering the team, strengthening it in certain areas, like a backup center, which is similar to our situation until we just went ahead and got Brooke Lopez, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by handcuffing, man. You could tell right there, and you hear the new owners, they're talking about that basically they look at him as an expiring contract. Now, I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but an expiring contract means no deals are coming. They don't plan on foreseeing past the end of that contract, pay you and
Yeah.
be gone. So this is definitely going to be his last year. But does he make it through the season? Does he make it through all the way through the season, or did they get rid of him beforehand? Because once again, now you're looking at next year. Do you get anything for
Yeah. We ain't gonna get nothing for him. He's washed up, dog. Man, he's washed up, bro. You just supposed to be on the bench backing up the guys that need to be out there on the floor. At his age, he's supposed to be a locker room veteran, spreading some wisdom and knowledge to the young dudes and letting them get their shine. Because
him? Right,
his grind is over. There ain't nothing to grind no more. You know, more to grind. It's smooth now. You need to go on and bow
right.
out, bro. Bow out. Be happy with your 4-6 in the finals with your whack ass. Go
You also
ahead.
got to remember this too, though, bro. It's you got new talent. I mean, you got a new superstar in Luca. Like that's young. He's in his 20s, mid 20s. He's You know what I'm saying? Like that's the new face. So it isn't like you have to like he's bowing down and bowing out like, oh, like you guys can't do this without me type of. They don't need you. And from
Yeah, exactly.
what I'm hearing, that there is a little bit of whisper throughout, you know what I'm saying, these streets is that um LeBron and also Austin Reeves does not like playing with Luca. So that's going to cause a problem. And especially if you're coming out and you speaking on that, or if that gets that little conversation get some legs and momentum behind it. I mean, man, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be a split fan base. It's gonna be split as into, like those that want to keep them and those that be like, hey man, be gone. I sent it to effects, and effects was like, man, hurry up and get the hell up out of here. Like just the little headlines of what I was listening to. And he was like, man, hurry up and just leave. And that's what I'm saying. The whole league needs him to hurry up and leave, not just the Lakers organization.
The league, he needs to go. He isn't doing anything for the league. He's not doing. He's not, man. He ain't. Will just need to go home, man. You got enough money. You got enough. You got all the stat padding that you want, right?
Right, right,
Go home. Take your ball and go home.
right.
With you though. Take your son and your homeboy with you though. I need you to take. I need to be a package deal for them three. I need to get Brock.
Well, I think this new ownership is setting it very clear that with a statement like we look at it as an expiring contract, and the way they went ahead and moved and proceeded with whatever they're doing, because they didn't really do much in the free agency and the trade free agency market, any of that right now. So a lot of people were like, "Damn, what's going on, man? You guys, you know what I'm saying? You guys ain't doing much." Um, I know they went ahead and did something over the last 24 hours. I know something happened, but still, man, there's a lot of turmoil that's gonna be bubbling over there, bro. Just with these little,
All your eggs in his basket. In his basket, at the bottom is coming out. You feel me? So like,
right,
come on.
right.
Yeah.
Moving right along. We're not gonna give a whole lot of time to them, because once again they're not up in the forefront of making any headlines in a good way. So let's go ahead and jump around to what happened with the Bucks, bro. It looks like Giannis, they're really trying to keep him, man. They made a move. They went ahead and part ways with Dame Lillard. Speedy recovery to him, but I think that works in both directions. Dame Lillard got a big contract. He's still gonna get paid, bro. That's one of them things I don't really understand why teams do this a lot, because the Lakers did this too. Speaking of, right, where a lot of you guys hold hostage that contract, but you let them go. So it's like, go home and sit. You still gonna get paid for much, and if you go get another team, then shit, get paid for it too, which is good for the player. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe there's, I'm not looking at it from the right optic, but to me, to hold 20 million, 22, 23, and I think 25, I think the last year, because it's 100 plus million over the next 5. Uh, so I don't know, bro. I mean, over the next 4 actually, because it was a 5-year deal. So, but yeah, bro, definitely something to look. But Giannis now he's looking back and he's telling them, which I think a lot of the superstars are trying to hold teams hostage by saying, "I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to watch what you do first before I go ahead and say what I want to go ahead and, if I'm going to opt to be out or try to get, saying, hey, I want other options and listen to other options." Um, so right now, like you said, he's gonna sit back and just watch them through this whole off season and see how they move. So far, they did pretty good. They got Miles Turner. They picked up Miles Turner. They did lose Brooke Lopez, and they're filling a void that they need. That's another thing. Like a lot of teams make senseless moves sometimes. Like you get good players, but they're in positions that's already stacked. They actually are
Yep.
going out to say, Giannis is playing a point guard and center, and he can't do both. So they
Yep.
need center. They need to address that, and they went and got Miles Turner from Indiana, which we just saw in the finals of the NBA. He didn't have a show out, you know what I'm saying, his best show out, but he did play well throughout the season and the early parts of the playoffs. So he's still a good player. I just think the value could have been a lot higher for him if he would have really had a good showing out. And probably the outcome could have been a little different. Who knows if he would have had a good run in the finals. So anyhow, they do pick that up. So they go ahead and they get stronger in that position. So that way they can go ahead and give help to Giannis. So I think that
Yeah,
was a out for Milwaukee. Now Dame, it wasn't a good fit for him anyway, bro. I'll be honest. The fit over there in Milwaukee just wasn't right.
yeah.
Uh,
Where you think he should be? Where is a good fit for him?
Dame Lillard did fit for him. I think maybe if you can get him, I'd say probably like it's Minnesota. I think that might work out over there because they got Conley. Conley is kind of like on the downside of his career. So I think like Minnesota. I know Miami just lost one of their shooters, so you can go replace them. They lost. I always mix them up, bro. Um, uh, it behooves me right now. I'm not gonna waste time trying to think about it, but I know one of Miami shooters just went over to Detroit, I believe. So I guess and with a coach like Spo and a franchise, Pat Riley, the way he handles, the way he does his thing. I think it could be
I
good
miss
for him.
him. I
I
miss him and Jerry West.
yeah,
It was two of the best, like scouting, recruiting people ever, bro. They knew how to, they know how to see. They see talent from a mile away.
right. And their name held power because I know that was one of the reasons why I believe we got Kawhi Leonard was when we had Barry West over there with the Lakers. I mean, with the Clippers. With us doing consulting and helping out with all that, talking to players. And when you just hear the name Jerry West, the logo, if y'all don't know, that logo, you hear that man's name spoken.
Yep.
So I can go ahead and lure free agencies, and I think that's one of the things that we ended up with Kawhi Leonard over as a Clipper. I think that was due to having Jerry West's name in our franchise. Um, yeah, bro. We got a couple other big moves. I know we spoke about Kevin Durant previously, and now he went ahead and he bounced and he's over in Houston. I think that makes them a very strong contender. They were a young team. I think out of their starting five, I think it was like something like 25 or 27 years old, somewhere around there. It was very young, bro. So but yeah, man, I think they went ahead and got there. And a couple other things. The Hawks are getting better with trades. So NBA season, we're not going to stay too long on it. But, moving right along. Look out for a lot more movement and check in with your favorite team to see what's going on because I know there's a lot of talks out there still left to go. So now let's go move on to the W, right? The WNBA. They just last night, I believe it was, that they had the Commissioner's Cup. Shout out to the Fever, Indiana Fever. They went ahead and hoisted the first inaugural Commissioner's Cup trophy. Natasha Howard was the MVP, rightfully so. And basically, they did all of this without Caitlin Clark. She went ahead and she was a DMP due to her growing. She's been tackling that injury for quite some time over the past few weeks now. Hopefully, she go ahead and get better, and they're doing the right thing by giving her the time that she needs to heal. Definitely don't want to push that too much, but in the same time, the chemistry looks like the Fever's been clicking. They're doing more. They're getting, they're playing better as far as getting them shots without Caitlin Clark, who's a big part, definitely with the way she controls the rock and the offense. So, shout out to them, man. They moving right along, doing what they do, and man, and also shout out to Minnesota Lynx. They were the East. I'm sorry, the West. The representing for the West. side. So shout out to them. Hopefully everything will go good with the rest of the season. I know it's coming up. I think they got um, a few more weeks left of the season before starting to look at the postseason. Now, I also hear that there's an expansion, that they got the expansion, which is great, man. Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly are joining the league by 2030. They have a massive media deal. So, once again, man, the W is growing, being a big advocate for it. Always trying to drop the latest and keep you guys updated. But go check them out, man. I know they inked in a good media deal where they're going to be having a lot more games showing out. And I came across something I didn't even know this. Um, like when I wasn't watching the games, because I don't have the little league pass for the W, but I didn't know that they showed a lot of games on Prime. So shout out to them for that as well. Being early in the game and picking up those contracts and showing some of the games on there. So I was rolled over to there and went to them. I said, "Whoa, man, they got some live sports going on over here," and was able to catch a couple of W games on Prime. So just if y'all didn't know, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? If you got Prime, go ahead and check out a few of the games, man. Um, Now also moving along here, let's take a look. Take a look. Now, one thing I do want to say about the expansion. Um, there's it's ironic that Texas got snubbed in that, man, or didn't really get a team to come out of that. Texas, you figure in the NBA, man, they got three. They got San Antonio. They're like California, you know what I'm saying? They got San Antonio, they got Houston, and they got Dallas. They got multiple football franchises, multiple basketball, multiple baseball franchises. So it's only right that I thought that the W would actually get, excuse me, to get a team to come out of Dallas, but maybe they'll go ahead and package it in and do what they got to do coming up. But shout out to the expansions, man. Can't wait to see it. I think that brings it up to like 18 teams or something like that. So definitely shout out. But before we move forward, I always want to give a plug to all of the fans and the supporters out there because this wouldn't be, anything without you guys. But also, we don't just do sports. So go tap in and check out the rest of our platform on things of that nature with the D and the Doc. We got where music and messages meet, which is what's in your playlist. Go check out that. Putting something good in your belly with, what I'm saying, Cal Grizzly the chef. Right here, exactly. That's that food with flavor and soul. We got the session with the doc, myself, and effects as well. Beats balls, that's behind the scenes music. And then we also bring you real clean events on unfiltered combos as well as interviews. We got one that's going to be dropping real soon with Elijah Simmons. And then we also have something for us, the greenery. Yes, indeed. The 420 enthusiasts, stone not stupid. And that's just basically cannabis culture, clarity, and community without the fluff and all the extras. So same time, same back channel all the time. That's what it is. So check us out. You owe it to yourself. All right.
Yes,
So let's
sir.
get back into this, man. It's picking up over there, bro. Picking up, huh?
Nope.
Dope.
Yeah, like we training, so it's
Okay.
she know what
Right.
she's doing. She used to work here a couple years ago, so she's just coming back, getting acclimated to the new shit. I'm just here to help when she needs. But we dry. We
All
dry.
right. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Um, Shit, bro. Coco Gaff, tennis, man. I got to shout out this, man. I'm not a big tennis head, but because once again, you just like when the Williams sisters got in it, right? It brought something to the sport that made you want to watch, just like Tiger Woods and golf. Like those that weren't frequent watchers started to watch more. Not a frequent watcher of tennis, don't really follow it, but I like the sport. But anyway, Coco Gauff, huge upset, man. Huge upset. I was hoping to see her go crash out and go do big things out there, man, in the Wimbledon, but she was out in the first round, basically committing 29 unforced errors. When I watched her in the interview, you could tell it was very humbling to her as far as the loss. Very, very emotional, but you know what? Shout out to her. Got to to do some things that's very short. You know what I'm saying? Few that can do it. Keep coming back, put your head up high, and I'm sure we'll see more of her. But I do want to give a shout out to her representing the U.S. out there in the Wimbledon, and then shout out to the young lady that beat it too. You know what I'm saying? It's not no love lost there. But shout out to her. So just wanted to do that as well. Now, real quick on hockey, bro. Did you know that hockey is now going to be in the Olympics? I think in the 2026, if I'm correct. Um, they went ahead and yes, in the Olympics of 2026, it says they are adjusting its schedule for the 2026 Men's World Cup. Women have been accused as well, and another thing in scandal, but we'll go ahead and get there. But basically, the NHL in baseball, bro. I mean, in hockey, being able to be a part of the Olympics, I think that's huge, bro. Setting on the world stage, put us against the best across the world, and go flex. So U.S. stand up on that. Shout out to all of the hockey people out there, man. It's been the first time since 2014. It's back in the Olympics, so that's good, man. Always good to see you in here. Um, Shohei Hatani, man, he had his fourth start on Saturday. He's getting that pitching back, bro. And me being an Angels fan, um, I was sad to see him sick to go. But I know at that time he was dealing with the injury, and then he had the surgery for the Tommy John. So we really didn't get to see him at that really at his height of what he was going and what he had going on for us over as an Angel. But it's good to see him still local in a Dodger uniform, in a Dodger uniform. But yeah, man, the man is doing big things, swinging for the fences. It looks like his arm's getting better. He's starting to throw more innings as a pitcher. So, man, if you guys ain't peeped him out, check him out, man. Dodgers pitcher, hitter, designated hitter. The dude is doing big things, and come check him out, man. It's history actually being made too. So you also want to be a part of that. Um, what else we got here on the table here, man? What we got going up?
Yeah, Otani doing this thing too.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
yo, boy, making a comeback, isn't he? Fury's about to make a comeback. I guess uh, still saying that he wants to come back, but I hear a lot of people not really trying to see him come back into the Fury thing. So got it going over there, man. Chopping it up, got it going, my guy.
Yeah. I'm back here in the back trying to
Right,
stay out the way.
can't man, you can't stay out the way. It's too
I know.
much.
I feel obligated to be doing something more. Yeah,
Right. Always, always.
that's the boss man right there. That's Noah.
Oh, okay. That's the
He's
big.
not the owner, but he should be. uh, yeah.
That's
Hopefully the owner ain't watching this show. I doubt it, but I'm just talking shit.
that's what's up, man.
Uh,
What's
what's up
up,
with the what's your Niners?
man? You know what,
How,
bro? We
how they
we
looking?
we're all right. We're not like I think we lost a lot, but we're slowly making up for it. We had got a couple of people here, a couple of people there. We signed some of the names that we needed to, so that's good to see and good to hear. But I'm more worried about the coaching. I'll be honest. I don't think sometimes we are prepared as we need to be. So I need to hear a different angle coming from the coaches, man. I want to hear like they gonna come out and now we're gonna do something different because it ain't all on the players. But we're still there, man. We're still there. We're always gonna be in contention, definitely on that. But we have to see exactly what else we can add throughout, through our lineups here and see what we can do, bro. But it's not. I don't see us going deep. Put it that way. I don't see us going deep into any postseason. I can see us making it, but I don't see how deep we can
Not
get.
deep.
And barring injuries, bro, because that be kicking us in the ass, bro. Injuries at the wrong time.
Yeah. I mean, the injury, that's gonna hold anything back. I don't care.
Yeah, but it seems like it's just like we be having that shit at the wrong time, bro. Like
Yeah,
every
y'all do have like last
yeah,
year. Y'all have a handful drop at the same time. Thing
yeah,
like
man.
just like that. Was y'all all hanging together when y'all got hurt? What's going on?
Right, it was just like boom, 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 and then it's like, come on, man. Um, but yeah, if we can stay healthy, I think we got a chance. If we can stay healthy.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yes, sir.
Yep. Um, I know next year, me in Boston, bro. I know they're doing a whole lot over there, man. The Celtics, bro. I know I was talking to my son, and like it's almost kind of like they are. I'm not saying rebuilding, but man, they got. I know they had Jalen Brown, they had White, they had a couple big names that was up there that they were willing to still listen to after they already got almost 300 million off their books. Um,
Yeah.
well, you got to figure next year. It's kind of like I hope they shouldn't be looking at it as a loss because not having Tatum. But you never know. But I would. This would be a time for Jalen Brown to step up, and everybody else. It's like, hey, let's do this. Let's show
Y'all,
them that we can still hold it down. And but if he doesn't move, I know the type of player that I think he is from what I watch and see. He's gonna take that as a challenge. He's gonna take it as a sure challenge, whereas the other players kind of shy away from it.
they want the spotlight, but they don't want it to shine bright.
Yeah, man.
Some of them.
It,
Yeah.
right.
So since we talking basketball, I got to catch some more big three this
Okay.
past week, and Dwight Howard and the LA Riot was out there doing their thing. Dwight looking kind of, he getting acclimated, but he looking, looking good out there in that 3-on-3 game. Man.
Right.
It's different than the NBA, of course. Uh,
Right.
the Boston Ballaholics. So Gary GP, you need to get your team together. Y'all getting y'all asses whooped. Every time I look up, they getting snot beat out of them. But all in all, man, it's some real good competition out there, man. Good competition with the big three. Got to see the Miami 305 squad with Beasley and Lance over there doing their thizzle, looking real solid. Um, but yeah, man, shout out to the big three. And
Yeah.
I think it seems like the only sponsor they got is Monster Energy Drink. I know they got more, but that's the one you always see. Like it's sad that the NBA is doing them dirty with
Do you
the
think
whole
a lot of sponsors?
say what?
Do you think they're even looking for a lot of sponsors?
Are they looking for a lot of sponsors? I mean, I think Cube is looking for whoever's willing to promote, be down with them. But it's just the NBA, the way they doing things, they don't want anybody associating with the so-called likeness of the league, and it's nothing like the league. Nothing like this
Right.
basketball, but it's not NBA, bro. It's not. You know what I mean?
Well,
The
that's
three on three
the
is
reason why I
totally
bring
different.
that up. That's the reason why I asked that because I know some people like platforms, they stay away from sponsors so that way they can still have the control over what it is that they bring, say, and do. Like once you start adding those sponsorships, that's what I'm saying. You think he wants a lot, but won't that start to impede on what he's trying to build?
I mean, I guess it could be, but just the way Cube is as a businessman, I don't think if it ain't gonna go the way it needs to go, I think he ain't got a problem walking away from it. Like just
Right,
saying no to the deal. But obviously, Monster Energy Drink was willing to rock with him. So
right. For sure.
But that's like I that was the only commercial I saw with him like advertising the big three. You know what I'm saying? Monster Energy drink and the big three, or big three and Monster Energy, however he's doing it. And he's actually in the advertisement himself. So,
Right.
that was the only like big sponsor that I recognized. You know, because that's all they kept throwing in your face, right? So he's obviously got something going on with him that's big enough for them to, at least run and air commercials during while the show is on. I mean, it's on ABC. I mean, on CBS. So it's not like you're getting national coverage. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah. Well,
And
shit.
it'll be on.
Definitely. I know I watched a couple of games this weekend myself. Definitely want to see, where it goes and where it heads as far as on a broader, bigger scale. I know he had, envisioned it being bigger and getting that support because once again, he's just an extension after their careers in the NBA. And now it's other people too. Like I know I was watching, there's other people that have came from overseas that's played and stuff of that nature. So man, shout out to Cube for getting more of these individuals and not just sticking to just what you see in front of you, which we already know he got big vision, big view. So shout out to that.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Speaking of basketball, still the Knicks, bro. That whole firing the coach and all that kind of shit they was going through. They finally settled down with Mike Brown, so that's a good thing, man. That it looks like that they're trying to finalize the deal with getting Mike Brown. If those that don't know, he's the former Sacramento Kings coach. He's also, coached the Lakers. I believe he was an assistant coach in several different areas as well. But yeah, busy off season and everything that went on. Tough end of the season for the Knicks. So hopefully that this is I think he's a great, excellent coach. I think it's somebody that definitely could go over there and add some culture. And being the mecca of basketball, there's a lot that comes with sitting in that seat and being with all the headlines and the lights, bright lights on you, all that kind of stuff. So I think that's a perfect fit for that man. He's very even keel, and I know he demands the attention and the respect from his players. So he's not going to be just walked over. So shout out to Mike Brown. Hopefully everything gets finalized and you get another opportunity at doing what you love to do, and that's coaching. Um, I did want to bring up something in regards to a lot of these deals now, man, that I see going on. Like, let's talk about the SGA, the Supermax extension, 4 year, $285 million extension with OKC. Now, at some point, we have to sit back and we have to understand everybody can't keep getting more and more and more and more and more. Like a Miles Turner, 4 years for $177 million. So this is what I want. I'm trying to go ahead and land with this point. The more that the superstars start to get, the more the other value to these role players and other players. Now, is Miles Turner a role player? That's for you guys to argue about. But I don't think that Miles Turner is $107 million 4 year player. When you look at it and you've seen other people in the past, I get it, the income hike, I get all of that. I get everything else that comes with it. But what you got to also understand is that at some point there has to plateau. It has to be like, hey, these individuals do not get this amount just because these individuals income is rising. And hopefully you guys can understand how that interjects and how that plays out, because that's an extremely a lot of money for individuals that are doing what they do, um, that is on the piggyback of the star. So I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm not saying it's not, but they can't afford it. But what I can do is saying that how about some of that money go back into, how about the W? How about your expansion team? like the W or your G League team in contracts, because once again you look at those contracts and they're not nowhere near these type of contracts. And we're gonna say, hey, it has the likes to do with what? With attendance and popularity and the people, the viewership. Well, if it probably gets more attention and we get more promotion because the W just came from doing all of that itself, and it fought and fought and fought, and they play great basketball. As long as the content is good, as long as the product is good, I think it'll be a situation that's just going to turn. And you got to put the product, you got to put all of that in there because of the outcome. So invest into your players, invest into your product, invest into your franchise, invest into your locations, and let's look at probably not paying the third, fourth option player $107 million a year. I mean, for over 4 years. I mean, $25 million a year. That's Dame Lillard is getting somewhere around that as well. Miles Turner. But anyhow, it's just something to have a good discussion about and to contemplate. Is it going to stop? I doubt it. I mean, you're looking at some of these football players who are now starting to get decent contracts. Still nowhere near the baseball contracts and the NBA contracts. That's for sure. So, um,
I need a baseball contract too.
what happened?
I need a 1 year baseball contract with all the money they make.
I know, bro. They make and their contracts sometimes are ridiculously long, bro. 15
Yeah,
year contracts.
like
That's crazy.
must be nice.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. You're gonna
Mhm.
put me in a ring till you're 75. Man, I thought that's for the rest of your life.
Wow. And I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to look into this. But is baseball contracts guaranteed?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
I'm not
sure.
sure.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works, how their contracts work.
yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that. Definitely. Hey, I know one of the things that we haven't heard a lot about, and I don't talk much about it. But shout out to soccer real quick, man, because their their union has started to bring up, like, man, they're out there balling and playing ball in these high temperatures. Like, it gets very hot in some of these areas, man, and they're still out there doing it. So I think this is a big concern going into the tournament this year, the Euro tournament, and because of the heat and everything. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see. But shout out to the union for them recognizing that and protecting the health of these players. Since we are talking sports, you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't matter which sport that you play in, but it's definitely got to be your health comes first. And to see that as being a topic for discussion for them now. Once again, we'll see how it comes out of it, what comes out of it, but definitely, 'cause shit, man. These temperatures, man. I don't care what the dial says. You be feeling hotter than what that dial be saying sometimes, or even colder, bro. Like what I'm saying. Be like, damn, it's only, but damn, it feels cold. So there's those situations, and playing in the elements. That's one thing. I'm a basketball head, and we play indoors. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to football. Shout out to shout out to the baseball players. Shout out to all of them, man. Anybody playing outside, outdoors, fucking soccer. The elements make the world of a difference, bro. Tennis,
Yeah,
I'm saying it starts raining on some of that clay.
that's
Tears,
playing.
yeah.
The only
Volleyball,
time
beach
people play
volleyball.
is it's a bad storm, right? It's gotta be a storm for baseball, even thunder
Right.
and lightning.
Or like a ridiculous amount of downpour to where they can't, what I'm saying, they can't even get any type of clearance, when they take it out there in between and pause the game real quick and go and run the machines to try to get some of that moisture off out of there. So, but other than that, you're right. I know one of the games just got suspended like last night, I think because of weather. or heavy lightning. But still, once again, man, outside in those elements, that's crazy, man. You know, definitely, it's different. You know, I could play basketball outside of the and you go play basketball in a gym, man, totally different, bro. You could ball all day in a gym, and you go outside, and the weather alone can fucking get you, like the sun beat you down on you. Like, I'm good. I'm play a couple games and I'm calling it quit. But yeah, shout out to them, man, for soccer, the soccer union. Definitely looking into and tapping into that. uh,
Yeah,
there was
soccer, man. I still don't understand soccer fully, but I will watch it. I just don't understand it fully.
you know what? I don't understand it fully. My sons played. I still didn't understand it, but it was just fun to watch, fun to go and support. Like they'll watch it on TV, and I get caught up in it, you know, here and there, and be like, man, bro, it's fun. It's just I don't know I don't know the fouls. I don't know like what happens when you get fouled. I don't know what constitutes a offsides and this and this. So it's frustrating because I'm like, oh man, it looked like he was about to go score, and all of a sudden it's a a whistle or something. It's like, what happened? So, but yeah, man, shout out to that, man. I know some people don't get the sports, every sport, understand every sport. That doesn't mean we don't have to not like it. But yes, I'm a sports fanatic. I love just hearing it. I could watch sports, at least the highlights all day long. But yeah, definitely. Let's see what else do we got. Looks like that's about all the stuff that we got going on for this week, y'all. I always want to say this, once again, man, tap into us, hit the like button. We do this for our thinksters. It's the support that keeps us going, and it's all the D and the doc, man. It's all us, just us two, all of the ideas, all of the concepts, what we keep trying to bring light to. So just tap into us, man. We always want to hear the feedback, see more people. So don't fret. Just come with it.
Tap in, and if you live in Arcata, Humboldt County, come to Stars Burgers and get a burger. Shit, trying to be busy
Right.
up in here.
That part. And
Yeah.
also, beyond the sports, we also got beats, food, culture, cannabis talk. We do all of the above, man. Take action and check our other
Good
shows.
action.
Owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and sign out. Say what's up.
I said, y'all go out there and be nice to somebody, man. Make somebody's day. You
That's
feel me?
it,
We
man.
don't know what anyone else is going through. So, hey, instead of being an ass, be an asset. You feel me?
Don't be the ass, man. We got
Don't be
enough
an
of
ass.
those out there. Just don't be the ass. So
Yeah, don't be the ass for us at all.
that's it right there, man. Like D said, man, go do something nice. Treat somebody with some courtesy, like you would like to be treated, especially if it was your family member. Elderly, younger, all of that in between, man. Treat everybody with respect. Stop all of these things that get people fucked up too. All right. So thanks for showing up again, man. It's always been real. We always do this every 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Sports Talks Live. Hopefully, we get some more people to chime in, and we'll go ahead and keep it going with y'all. Till the next time, yeah, owe it to yourself. Tap in.
Keep it west, y'all.